New at 6, several area groups against domestic violence are expecting the Dane County District Attorney to make a charging decision soon regarding the Cierra Finkley case.
She's accused of stabbing her boyfriend back in August, hours after calling police to report that he tried to run over her and her daughter.
As NBC 15 Sharon Yu shows us, local advocates say domestic violence cases are complex, and this one is no different.
Well, we feel strongly that Cierra Finkley should not be charged with reckless homicide.
As the community awaits the district attorney's decision, Tony Gibbart from End Domestic Abuse Wisconsin says his organization is hopeful that the DA will see Finkley as a victim, not an aggressor.
She had reached out to help from law enforcement on multiple occasions. For a number of reasons that did not work for her. Law enforcement wasn't able to protect her as the domestic abuser came back, broke through her door, and again endangered her life and the life of her child.
Gibbard says the case grows in complexity as Finkley is a member of the African American community.
Domestic violence victims of color in particular are already skeptical about reaching out to law enforcement for a number of reasons. One is discrimination. Another is being concerned that they themselves might be arrested and be put into the criminal justice system.
According to DAYS, Domestic Abuse Intervention Services located here in Madison, African American women are about 3 times more likely to be murdered by a current or former intimate partner than members of other racial backgrounds.
Homicide is the second leading cause of death for African Americans in Sierra's age range, and most of those are domestic violence homicides. So all of these contextual factors, I think, help explain what Cierra was going through at that particular moment in time, that she was a victim of domestic violence who was merely trying to survive the situation she was in and trying to look out for the best interest of her daughter.
However, Dane County Assistant District Attorney Andrea Raymond said in August during Finkley's bail hearing that Finkley was the one who went after her boyfriend Terrence Woods.
The decedent was running out of the building. He was followed by Ms. Finkley with a knife. He was holding up a garbage can lid for protection, and she stabbed him.
But Gibbard says Finkley was trying to defend herself.
That she should not be charged with anything for what was an act of survival. She contacted law enforcement 3 times that particular day asking for help. She had contacted law enforcement numerous times before that. Individuals who have any intent or desire to be violent don't call law enforcement and ask for help.
And he says through Finkley's case, they're hoping to send a message to others in a similar situation.
We want to send a hopeful and proactive message that that system will respond appropriately, that it can offer resources and support. But if this case were to proceed with the understanding that Cierra Finkley would be charged or would be treated as a criminal, I think that would send the opposite message.
In Madison, Sharon Yu, NBC 15 News.
We did reach out to the district attorney's office today, and DA Ishmael Ozan says he does not have a timeline for his decision on that case, and there are no scheduled court events, and Finkley's bail ended September 24th.